So I got a Ford Focus here with a squeaky blower motor. I'll demonstrate. That's squeaking. Drives me bonkers. Goes away on, that's setting 2, 3. Goes away on 4. Really gets obnoxious on 1. So anyway, I'm going to try to fix this without spending $50 on a new fan motor. Personally, I think it's the bearings in it that need lube. Okay, so to remove the blower from the Ford Focus blower motor, you're going to need 7mm socket, 8mm socket, long extension, short extension, ratchet, and a small straight blade screwdriver. So you start off the bottom right here. Got 7mm, 3 7mm screws to get your glove box out. Take it out. Then you need the 8mm. There's a screw right up in here. You got to remove this short length of duct here. Remove the screw and it'll pull out. And then there's 3 8mm screws on the blower motor. And also your wire there. You maybe got strong thumbs, I don't. Push in on that tab and pull down. It disconnects the wire. That'll come out. And then, like I said, there's 3 screws go up vertically. 8mm heads on them. So get them out. And the blower motor will only go in one direction. Just make sure you orient the electrical connection on the right hand side there, like it is. Like I say, the housing's built so it'll only go in one way, but you're going to have some fun with the screws. Main trouble is just seeing them. Probably going to need a small flashlight to do it, but it's not that hard. It's just a bit awkward, that's all. So continuing on, I got this Ford Focus blower motor here. It turns out that there's 3 tabs that you push, and then the housing magically comes off. Here's the tabs here. They're just like a foam rubber or some type of rubber. You squeeze them all in. Took 2 people to do it. Then I pulled on the blower, the fan housing there, and it slipped out. So that allows you to get at the bottom bushing there to lube it. Now the top one is not quite so user friendly. You have to reach through the fan with one of those straws on some type of spray lubricant or something there, and try to get some lube onto it. So hopefully with this process, and then you got to make sure you put this back on right. I actually marked the one, just a marker on it there on the tip. So generally speaking, it'll only go one way, but you just push it back together and hopefully it's good. Stops the squeaking. Here's hoping, at least. You can see the bushing there at the shaft. Some rust on it there. Not really a whole lot to it, but these were a little hard to spot, and I haven't read anywhere about, you can see the hole there and that it fits into slots on the inside there. So hopefully that stops the squawking, because that other blower that I installed, it was 5 times as bad as this one was. That's how it's built anyways. So I got another fan motor apart here. This one's a real squeal master, but it appears that one person can take this apart if you push in the tabs one at a time and then pry between the fan and the housing. Pry them up one at a time. They do remove. You can see it here. They sit on these 3 tabs here, and they go the wide side down towards the fan motor, so that when you go to slide it in, you don't have the wide end to contend with. You just got the narrow one there, and they slide in these slots in the housing. So to fix this, you would clean it all up, wipe off the carbon dust and dirt, everything else on it. And then I used some 3-in-1 electric motor oil. This is SAE20 electric motor oil. Put it on. You just want to lube the bushing there. I also flipped it up, and you got to be tricky doing this. I got to drop down in between the. Let's see if I can zoom in there. Anyway, you don't want to get any oil on your copper part there, down in your commutator, the part that rotates with the carbon brushes. But you want to get a drop of oil down in past it into the bushing there, in the bushing. So, and then wipe any excess off. And then, as I mentioned before, to get oil into the top bushing, you can put a straw down through, or try to drip it on, and drip it down through the fan there onto the top bushing. So get them both lubricated, and then put it back together. I put the other one back in the car, and it doesn't squeak anymore, at least not stationary. I just tested it without the car driving. But that was the same way that Mr. Squeaky here performed too. He worked fine until you started taking corners with the car. So now to get this back together, you know, fairly self-explanatory. The wires go like that, and then you just put that one right there, and it just line them up. And yeah, sorry about the video there, but I'm just trying to do this by myself. Line them up, push it down. Then I had my wife push down on it, and then I got in and pushed the rubber tab in until I got all three of them locked back in place, because just pushing on it myself like this, it didn't seem to want to do it. I required a second person, so you're welcome to try, but you got to get the rubber. Get one that's visible here. You see the rubber's not sticking out here. You push down, it has to come back out and lock. Tab has to be sticking out past. So make sure you do that with all three, and put it back in the car, and hopefully it works, doesn't squeal anymore. If not, maybe tear it out and try it again, a little more lube. You just got to keep the lube off the copper part there, the commutator, and the brushes.